Chris Poage is a versatile multi-instrumentalist and singer-songwriter known for his dynamic musical talents with a passion for collaboration. Chris has worked with artists ranging from small acts to established names like Melissa Etheridge, currently leading the high-energy party band Panda Conspiracy, which fits right into the bestiary. Chris and the band are celebrated for their electrifying shows and unforgettable musical experiences. He's been on this stage in the past for original music inspired by Blue Highways, Blood Meridian, Sherlock Holmes, Dune, Slaughterhouse-Five, Bonk, a whole lot more. Chris Poage.
Yes, thank you. First of all, before I tell you a whole lot about this song, I want to preference this whole song by saying it was like my reading time is in the morning, and I wake up and I grab my book, I sit on the couch, I don't even let the dogs out, I sit there and I read, and I'm kind of like, I'm like fresh, I'm taking it in. Yeah, it's like a little bit of morning tears, wipe them aside, put the book down, do it again, and I had this routine it takes me a long time, maybe a month I took reading the book. But it was a great book, it kept me really engaged, and when I get the chance to write a song about a book, I tend to think like, oh, wait, is this my song? Is this my character? Is this the character that inspires me? Like, can I put on the hat for that character, or do I need to talk about the character? And I originally felt, oh man, Kaya, you just fall in love with Kaya and you feel so sympathetic to her situation. It's just so tragic and you just want to see her be successful and you don't want these assholes taking advantage of her or whatnot. And so, but from my perspective, tall, 6'5" European descent man, I thought, okay, well, I can't. I was like, okay, what can my perspective be? And I was like, well, Tate, he's so tender and he loves her, he takes care of her, and he's like, oh, Tate, what a nice gentleman. And I tried to put my Tate hat on, and I started writing this really nice song. That's a nice song. And I was like, oh, that's really nice. Like, I could just skip it and I wouldn't even notice. Like, it was so funny. And I thought, like, well, but that is my, like, I like to be nice, but it wasn't resonating with me. And then I thought, like, all right, if it's not Tate, then it's Chase. What a fucking asshole. And then I tried to write the song from Chase's perspective, and then I just couldn't pull it off. I was like, oh, I can't do. So I did this weird thing. I don't know if I've ever done it before, but I switched the person, like from first person into third person halfway through, and then it made sense, which was a weird epiphany. So thanks Bushwick for a songwriting epiphany. So and then I included a few other characters too, but. It was inspired by the slime ball that Chase is. So there you go. There you have it. Now, I was fortunate enough to call my good friend Petro, another tall European man, Ukrainian descent, for last minute. What did I call you? 2 days ago? Yeah, I gave him 2 days notice. And he's like, let me see, I've got a rehearsal, and yeah. All right, man, I'll meet you there. So big thanks to Petro for joining me on the violin. And this is what we came up with. It's like this. All right, let me switch this around a little bit. Let's see. That's pretty good. All right. 1, 2, 3. A quarterback, kid living the football dream. He'd been with every honey around. And when I was done, he had one on his mind, but she was so damn hard to be found. Well, after school, along the downtown dock with the shrimp boats a passing him by, shooting the breeze with the gang from class. And when the marsh girl caught his eye, he said, "Hey Johnny, who's that thing?" He said, "You better," that's what he said, I'll tell you what he said. He said, "You better not touch it with a 10-foot pole, oh man, you're gonna wind up dead." Lucky for him, she didn't talk too much, and never did she go to church. That I know, 'cause her daddy ain't home. That's when he began to search. Down in the marsh where the herons nest, he met his little barefoot babe. And then he told the boys in a couple of days that they'll be rolling in the hay. Well, a couple of days turned into weeks and months. Years just passed on by. He wouldn't give in, and he wouldn't give up. So he made up a couple of lies. Oh, Kaya, you're the girl of my desire. Well, I'm gonna say what I gotta say and keep on coming around, oh, baby. Kaya, well, I'm way down on my knees. If you say yes, I'll take care of the rest, and your life will be a breeze, ah, baby. Well, it's just a little messing around. Well, then she read it in the newspaper that he was set to wed. But it wasn't her name, it was never the same. She thought about the line she was fed. He said, "Hey baby, you know I love you so, but you never could live in the town. Why don't we keep this little flame alive, and our secret could be safe and sound?" Well, she said, "Get out of here, don't you ever come back. I never wanna see you again. You're a liar and a cheater, I fell in your trap. I'm gonna kick you in the balls. Oh, Kaya, oh, baby, Kaya." Kaya, oh, honey, please, Kaya. It's just a little messing around. Used to have the run of the town. Well, it's just a little messing around. I used to have the run of the town. Hey, thanks so much to Petro. Thanks to Bushwick. You guys are excellent.